Have you ever seen Nate Marquardt versus Tyron Woodley in Strikeforce?
No.
It's one of the greatest elbow combinations ever, like a goddamn video game. This is when Nate Marquardt was one of the top fighters on earth, but people didn't really get to know him. He didn't get famous in America like he probably should have. Look at this. Boom.
Oh!
Watch this.
Whitey.
Boom.
Oh!
Boom.
Oh!
And again, watch this. Boom.
Oh, this is after UFC for Woodley,
yeah.
right?
No. Before.
This is before.
This is before the UFC. This was Nate Marquardt when he was at the top of the world.
I've never heard of him.
You know, he was one of George St. Pierre's sparring partners. He did a lot of sparring with Shane Carwin. He was one of those guys out of Colorado.
Ooh.
Bro, I'm telling you, at this point in his career, Nate Marquardt was a fucking beast. He was so talented. And he fought all over the world. He fought in Japan when he was very young.
What happened to him?
Well, you know, all fighters, they run their course, man. Your body's not designed for this.
He did well in the UFC. Didn't he have a
did
title
very
fight with
well.
Anderson?
He did very well in the UFC. Yeah, I mean, he knocked out Damian Maia with one punch in the UFC. Like, he beat a lot of good guys in the UFC. And Chael Sonnen beat him when Chael was at his best and Nate was arguably close to his best. And Chael just ragdolled him. It was that's why whenever someone say that Chael Sonnen wasn't a good fighter, I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. Chael Sonnen just fought John Jones. It doesn't mean that Chael Sonnen wasn't elite. Chael Sonnen submitted Shogun.
Wow.
You know, if you watch Chael Sonnen fight, but watch the fight with Nate Marquardt, because that was Nate Marquardt when he was a fucking assassin.
Yeah.
And Chael Sonnen just fucked him to death. Just ragdolled him, throwing him around. And you get to see like how good Chael was when he was at his best. He almost beat Anderson Silva.
I've never lost one round of any fight in my life. I've never lost 1 minute of any
Congratulations.
fight in my life.
You never got into a fist fight?
No, that's a Chael Sonnen quote.
Yeah, that's what he would say.
Yeah.
He would say that. That's right. I forgot he said that.
Yeah.
He would say
funny.
that after he lost. Like he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, when I come into the octagon, it's thunderous. When Anderson Silva comes in, you can hear a mouse pissing on cotton.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of lines on him.
Guy came that close to being the middleweight champion of the world.
So
if he just defended that triangle, which he probably would 8 out of 10 times. If 8 out of 10 times, he just last round, exhausted, got stuck. Oh shit, I'm in a fucking triangle and it's locked up.
Yeah.
You got to realize like how long that is.
It was 4-0.
Yes. Yeah, he was dominating him. He's taking him down left and right. But it's so long. To fight that long is so long.
So not to make one mental mistake
It's
against the
so
guy.
long. You're
can't make
so
any.
tired. No one's body's designed for that.
No.
one's body. So they have to pace themselves.
Oh, here we go.
Look, he trapped him. Look at that. Look how good that goddamn triangle is, too. Dude, that is just locked in. And Chael's trying to get out. And now he's got the arm, too, and he had a tap because he was doing his arm sideways. See how he's got his arm sideways? That's terrifying.
Why won't he let go?
He's letting go. He's just making sure that he realizes he tapped.
Oh, okay.
I think Chael was saying that he didn't tap.
Oh, he definitely tapped.
He definitely tapped. 100% he tapped. I think he might have been saying he didn't tap. Maybe he woke up. Sometimes that does happen.
I was like, what happened?
No, guys
let's
go out. This is super common, and then they try to take down the referee. It's super common.
Oh, yeah, I've
it
seen
happens
that.
all the time. See, you can't think of it like you can't think like he was trying to cheat. You got to think he probably just woke up. Because if you're watching this, he's fully locked in with a triangle, and Anderson's squeezing and pulling down on the head. See how he's doing right there?
He's giving him the anaconda
Bro,
squeeze.
let me tell you something. That shit is, he's so close to unconsciousness. I mean, he's moving around and flailing, but when he's tapping here, he's tapping.
That was it.
He went out. He went out, dude. He went out.
So?
Yeah. I think he went out. He might only went out for a half a second, but I think he went out. His eyes roll back like when he's tapping, and Anderson keeps the squeeze on him.
It blows to get one.
So when you wake
I mean,
up,
it's a clear tap, but it's still like
no, that was a tap. That was a tap. He'll tell you that was a tap.
Oh, really?
But I think he just woke up. See, like he's 100% tapping. 100% tapping. But here's the thing. It's like him waking up from that. Like you wake up from that, you don't know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
You literally went black and then back to reality. And you're like, what is going on? You think you're still in a fight.
Yeah.
Like, so guys do that. Like Kevin Lee did that, too. That happened with him and, was it?
Ray Rice.
Yes, dude, fired up. Go back to that one. Was that?
Is that the finger?
We can't put this on. We're just
Kevin
gonna
Lee
watch
did
this.
it with Charles Oliveira. No, Tony tapped him with a triangle, but Kevin Lee did it with Charles Oliveira.
the finger?
Charles
I was
Oliveira caught him. He caught him in
were
like
there?
a guillotine or something. I forget what he caught him with, but he caught him like really tight. And Kevin Lee tapped, and then he woke up and tried to keep going.
Yeah.
I went out once.
Did you really in
Yeah,
class?
and then Eddie Bravo was just over me. I couldn't make sense of it. I was like, did I fall asleep while you were talking? I didn't want to be rude. And then I was like, wait, no, we were doing drills. It takes a second.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got knocked out in college and then I pissed myself.
It's
Wow.
not. It's
That's
not
what happened to
quite
Tyson.
the
Although
same thing.
we talked about this last time.
Oh.
That's the most humiliating shit of all.
happened
That's
to
what
me on
happened
a
to
plane.
Tyson against Buster Douglas. They had to tell him like
that he
That's just
lost.
he was in the corner, like what the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, no,
it,
you
it
lost.
happens, but it's a little different. Like the chokeout doesn't give you the same damage. Like with the knockout, they'll ask questions like for hours later. Sometimes guys get knocked out real bad, and then like you'll talk to them 5 minutes later. They're like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
and then you tell them again, and then 5 minutes later they'll be like, "What happened?" And then you tell them again. They don't remember it.
That's
Like,
scary.
Don't you lose like 10, 20 seconds back?
It's not a standard thing. It's not like standardized. It happens depending upon how hard you got hit, where you got hit, who you are, what kind of genetics do you have.
Yeah.
Like, are you good at taking a shot, or is your body more vulnerable? Because everybody, it varies. Like there's guys like Marquardt, you can kick him in the head and it just bounces off his
Yeah.
head.
Oh,
in his
yeah.
prime, dude, he was a monster. Like he was like known for being able to take a shot better than anyone alive.
He's Hawaiian, right?
Australian. Well, Samoan.
Oh, Samoan.
Right?
Same shit.
Yeah, he's from Australia. He's the shit. Mark Hunt was an elite kickboxer. He won the K1 Grand Prix. That's like the most prestigious title in all of kickboxing. Auckland, New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was just
wow.
in Australia. It's pretty
Didn't
sick.
he train
it.
also in Australia?
Yeah, he lives in
Did it say
Australia,
that he
he's
trained?
from.
Oh yeah, he lived in Australia, but he's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oceania's
He's
killing
the
right
fucking
now.
man.
Yeah. Root
What's
for
that?
them in the war.
Tuivasa, fucking
Tuivasa is the man.
Stylebender.
He's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Fucking,
Stylebender.
what's his
KO.
name? Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that
he's
that
cool.
dude Kai Kara France is a bad motherfucker too. The guy
They're
who just
killing it.
lost to Brandon Moreno.
Yes.
He got caught. He got kicked in the liver.
That did
you
suck.
see that?
Yeah.
It was a
Hate
good
the
fight.
liver.
It was a good fight. Good
Yeah.
fight, and he got caught. I mean, but that's what happens. You're fighting the best guys in the world.